Now, thinking back, so I have to ask, like before you came to the United States, did you speak English or did you have a lot of experience speaking English or anything like that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I I mean, I kind of watched Kaori's episode too. She kind of explained how English education is back home. We have English classes
Mhm.
starting from like junior high to high school,
Uh-huh.
but it's all about grammar stuff. We
Mhm.
didn't learn how to speak English, so that was the hardest part. I could read a little bit,
Mhm.
but no speaking.
And it's so crazy because I say this with all of you guys. I like when I converse with you, I forget that, English is your second language because it seems so natural at this point. And even the comprehension, the conversations, I give you guys so much credit for all of the things you had to do from knowing like zero conversational English to where you are now. And not only
Uh,
with where you are, but as you know, athletic training, when you got to talk about medical terms and
right.
anatomy and injuries, it becomes a whole different type of English too, right? I mean, for
Yeah.
native speakers, it's hard to understand
Uh,
sometimes, right?
you should
So,
have you should have seen me 8 years ago. I
well,
couldn't
you've
speak
come a
at all.
long way, yeah, in those 8 years. So before we get to your transition into the States, you kind of mentioned that, okay, so you kind of knew that, okay, I'm not really going to pursue basketball at a higher level. Was there any injuries before that, like through high school or anything that played a factor into that decision?
No, I luckily I wasn't, I didn't get injured. I know a lot of athletic trainers, their background is like, you get injury, you get to see athletic trainers and they want to be one of them. But I wasn't, I was healthy.
Mhm.
So actually I always wanted to be around athletes.
Yep.
And just because I got to work with a strength coach
Mm.
through high school, I actually wanted to be like him, more like a performance side.
Got it.
So that's what I kind of imagine, coming from, trying to make the decision going to the States. I wanted to be a performance side
Mhm.
and work with the guys,
Got it.
specifically basketball players.
No, that's something that I can really relate to too. I've said it a few times here and there on the podcast, but I never sustained an injury. I didn't even know what an athletic trainer was until I was a senior in high school. I mean, a senior in college, like
Yeah.
22 or 23 years old. So, it was all like foreign to me. And I knew of athletic trainers, but I didn't really ever work with one or see one. So it's always been kind of similar to you, that aspect of, wanting to work with the active population and athletes and all of that.